Berkeley, I was just thinking of our last conversation. Do you have time for a chat?
I do!
Where did we leave off?
I was struggling with substance dualism. I could not comprehend how the two substances might interact, and you told me you had a theory for me to consider.
Ah, yes, if substance dualism doesn't seem like the answer and is false, then what must be true?
Monism. It must be some kind of monism.
Right, some will want to consider that maybe the only kind of substance there is the physical. However, I suggest we take the opposite strategy. Maybe, my dear Berkeley, there is nothing other than minds.
Nothing other than minds? What would you call such an absurd theory?
Idealism, my friend!
And idealism suggests that there is no physical world. I can prove that false, like this. See, if there is no physical world, then what did I just eat? A mind?
Think deeper, Berkeley. What can you really say about the physical world that you know directly?
Everything I need to know. I can see it.
Ah, but sight is in the mind, Berkeley. When you see, your mind puts together all the information your visual system brings in about color and depth and distance, and creates a picture for you. Without the mind, you cannot see the world.
I can touch it with my own paws.
Touch is in the mind, too.
When I touch this tree, I am touching a physical object. So that doesn't make any sense.
How do you know you have touched it? Because the nerves in your paw tips send signals to your brain, and your brain tells you that you feel something. All you directly feel is filtered through your mind.
I guess that's true.
It is the same for your other senses. You can know nothing about the physical world by any means other than your senses, and all your senses are only knowable to you through your mind.
Okay, fine. Let's say that's true. But how do you get from the mind is necessary to experience the physical world to there is no physical world, only mind? It seems like a large leap, doesn't it, Professor Berkeley?
Do you not think it is an even bigger jump to posit an entire world that you believe to exist without any proof outside of your mind?
Professor, you sound crazy. If it is just minds, then how does your mind and my mind have the same experience of the world if it doesn't really exist the way we think it does?
Well, there are different opinions on that. Some think maybe it is God above. He projects these ideas into our minds for us to experience. Every single thing that we sense, God or some divine infinite being makes it so.
How and what are you for such a surprising result as this?
Just as we have here. First, argue that the only things we can perceive directly are our ideas and our experiences.
I see, and then we merely remind them that it is incoherent to assume that something exists without being perceived.
You're catching on. From there, the conclusion follows simply. There is nothing but, nothing more than our experiences and ideas.
I think such a view might lead to solipsism, that the self is all we can know to exist. It is an isolating thought.
I hear you, Berkeley, but idealism does not posit that there is only your own mind that you can know. There are other minds, and they all interact. There is nothing isolating about a world of minds.
Okay, I hear that, but I still have some doubts, Professor.
My friend, if you didn't have doubts, you would be a terrible philosopher.
You've given me much to think about, Professor. See you later.